Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Ray, sitting on my terrace today. It's very hot here in the South of France. It's hot everywhere at the moment. I hope you're okay, staying cool. So I was sitting, reflecting, how can I help people heal? How can I help people the most? What can I share today? And this is what my channel's about. It's about helping people heal because this is what I've learned to do. And to share what I've understood deeply. And the thing that came through was you are the medicine. And I'm talking about you, each and every one of us. I know that I've become the medicine in my own life. And I hope by helping you guys too that I am the medicine in some way. But what I'm really talking about is how you can access your own medicine. And there are three things that you're carrying. The bells. This is what happens if I record on the terrace. Anyway, we'll carry on. There are three things that you're carrying with you right now. You are actually your own medicine box. But because we don't know how to access these things, we don't understand that, each of us, we have that medicine within us, okay? And we look outside ourselves. We try and understand, what is it I need to eat? What are the supplements? What are the different ways that I can try and feel better? And I know I used to do this. They will stop. I started there when I was so ill 15 years ago. I was trying to look after my two kids and really struggling. I barely had any energy to move, and I had so many different symptoms. It was unreal. And I started there. I started by, okay, what am I putting in terms of diet that's causing all these problems? That was irrational. And progressively, I cut out everything I thought that could be an issue. So I ate gluten-free, dairy-free. I didn't have any alcohol, caffeine, sugar. It was really, really hard, very challenging, restrictive, boring diets that didn't make any difference. I still had allergies. I still had digestive problems. I still had chronic fatigue. Nothing really changed. And the thing I've understood is it doesn't matter how much we put in from the outside, if the inner conditions are out of balance and we're not accessing these three things that are the medicine that you're looking for, then everything else we put in won't have that effect, won't have that impact. It's like trying to build something that has no foundations. And what I'm talking about are your thoughts, your beliefs, and your words. And we're giving ourselves these potential medicines, these different frequencies, very healing frequencies, potentially, belief, thought, and the spoken word, how we speak. And our cells are receiving these forms of medicine all the time. Got a plane going over now. I don't know if you can hear that. So what we're thinking and the beliefs that underpin the thoughts that we're thinking, the way that we speak to ourselves, whether it's that inner dialogue or how we actually talk to ourselves about our experience to other people, all of these are frequencies. And this is another thing I've learned over the years, reconnecting with energy, understanding that everything is energy. And what I was doing, and I'd been doing for a very long time, and this, my health started to fall apart in my late 30s and early 40s. For a long time, I'd been feeding and nourishing the cells of my body, myself, in every way, with very negative thoughts based on very limiting beliefs. So the way I thought about myself and life and the way that I spoke to myself was incredibly harmful for my health. And over time, my body, trying its best to stay in balance, which is what the body does naturally. All the cells know what to do, but they're having to work in such difficult conditions. And they were the conditions that I was creating without awareness. And so as I understood, I realized that food wasn't the answer, diet wasn't the answer, supplements, tried so many supplements, wasn't the answer. As I started to reconnect, I started to meditate. I started to understand how everything was connected, and that all of these thoughts that I started to become aware of, that had been under the radar because they were so normal, so part of my habit of being, as I like to call it, I saw how that was impacting how I felt emotionally, and that my cells, my body, the tissues, everything was receiving these different frequencies, the beliefs, the thoughts, and the way I spoke, whether it was internally or out loud. And these are the things that I've healed. These are the things that have changed fundamentally. Understanding that the best way, the best medicine that my body needed were these frequencies that were changing as I learnt that the beliefs I'd been holding weren't true, the limiting beliefs. And as I started to change these and understand how these were causing contraction and the illness, the imbalances in my physical body, as I started to change the thoughts and understand the emotions that were causing overwhelm were related to the thoughts, everything started to shift. I didn't take any medicine. Unfortunately, the doctors didn't know what was going on with me. So, or fortunately, because I learned how to reconnect. So I learned how to access the medicine that I hold within. And that's what I'm sharing. That's what I'm sharing here on this channel. That's what I'm sharing in the 6-week Alchemy of Stress, so that you can access the medicine that you are. You are the medicine. And you contain all this belief, thought, the spoken word, how you speak about yourself, what you believe about yourself, how you think, and all of these things are connected, and they are what generates the inner conditions, the emotional balance or imbalance. And as we understand that, we can heal. We can heal fully. You can heal fully, no matter how much stress or overwhelm or trauma has caused you to be in that pattern of self-limiting belief or negative thought patterns or feeling unwell in yourself, in your body. So I hope this helps you to understand that you are the medicine, and it's just understanding how to work with that, how to understand what it is you're experiencing in your inner world. It's not about what you're putting in your body, or it's less about that. Of course, we always want to eat healthily, but it's the inner conditions you're creating, the frequencies of belief, thoughts, and the spoken words, and this will change your health. This will change everything. And accessing that, you access it through that conscious connection I talk about all the time on this channel, and in presence. And you will see your health shift. You will see more than your health shift. You will see your life shift in so many positive ways. Okay, so you are the medicine. If you're interested in learning more, if this resonates, if you know this deeply, there's part of you that knows this, that feels that, then check out the link in the description box, the 6-week Alchemy of Stress. Ask me any questions, share your story, and as always, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next post.